Yo, yo, y'all know if y'all done heard the voice, then you done made the right choice. It is your boy in the building, man, Frank Nitty, of the host of the Texans on 3 podcast show, man. Game time Friday. You know what I'm saying? We got a game coming up this weekend. Big Texans talk in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. And y'all know if I'm in the building, man, then y'all know I got my guys with me, man. Let me bring them up here. Let me make sure I got. Okay, there we go. Y'all know if I'm in here, man, I got that boy Patton, man, aka the Streets, aka the future Texan Scout, aka
Draft guard activated.
definitely activated, man. Hey, I thought you was gonna be activated way sooner than you was, because if we'd have lost that game Sunday, man, we'd have been talking about straight draft. Y'all already know it, but anyway,
I was
man,
ready.
y'all already know, man.
I
If
was
we're
ready.
in the building, man,
I'm still ready.
y'all already know, man. We got that boy Killer Cal in the building. Y'all know what time it is. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, man?
Oh man, it's a beautiful afternoon, man, to talk some Texans football, man. I guess we'll touch on that game a little bit, man, and then we'll go into the game this week. But before we get started, y'all, I want to make a disclaimer. A disclaimer that hopefully we won't have to do this at the beginning of every show, but y'all can come back to this show and y'all can, read to this. I mean, listen to the disclaimer. But anyway, man, the opinions that we give on this show, along with the opinions of our bull ring, guys that's in the bull ring. Shout out to bull ring, everybody out there. But you know what I'm saying? The opinions that we give about the team and players, first and foremost, some of us have played the sport, but it was like on a high school level, JV and a little bit under JV. What's JV? I think that's what it is. I played JV, you know what I'm saying? But that's for another day. But anyway,
Played hot ball in the project.
None of us, I played hot peas and butter. Anyway, none of us have really played football on a professional level. And our opinions pretty much come from a strategic sense, a point of knowing ball, pause, knowing how football has been won, watching winning football teams, and watching the similarities and the synchronicities of these teams that let you see that this is the way winning football is. And so we take that mold and we hold our team to that. And, we just make opinions here and there. I think I made it clear on this show before that, man, I'm not one of, and I don't think neither one of us are, or anybody that, wishes to see anybody lose their job or anything like that. But there is a cold-blooded standpoint of football, even on the field, as well as from a standpoint as a fan. And you have to understand this. And this is what I want to say to team owners, players, coaches, assistant coaches, all of that, right? We do have fans out here, right, that they spend their hard-earned money on a team, and they don't spend that money for a hope and a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's fun on every fall to come into the football season with hopes that your team can win the Super Bowl and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But those fans, they see this as a job. And all they want is wins. And so they all sitting back like, yo, either you gonna win or you either gonna SHIT or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? So that's two ways of looking at it. But at the end of the day, man, our opinions are our opinions. We hope that they don't hurt anybody's feelings out there or cause anybody to lose their jobs. And I just wanted to say that, man. That's it. But other than that, man, we gonna swarm. We are going to swarm. We are going to get into this game this weekend, man. But like I said, first, let's touch a little base. Let's touch bases on this game that we just had. We got to keep it G, and celebrate. Get them boys a hand. They did win. I think I've heard somebody say that this was one of the biggest comeback wins in Texas history. And if that's true, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why it didn't hit me like that. I mean, I would have really loved to have watched that game and really got to be in the moment and know that that really was the biggest. Like, can y'all remember some old games where we came back like that? Because actually, once they said that, right, I tried to go back and think about some times that we came back, and I'm like, well, I remember sometimes it being close, but we didn't never get the job done. Do y'all remember a game such that you came
Monday
back?
night against the Chargers in San
Okay,
Diego,
good one, good one,
pushing
good
at the
one.
pick six.
You good? That's a
What
that's.
was that one? Jog my memory on that one. What was that one?
I think that was like
Uh,
either
that was
2016 or 17.
yeah. That year we started out the year 2-0, and we lost every game after that.
Oh, okay.
That was the
The
year
game
one.
game that I'm thinking about was the Josh Allen first playoff game. We didn't score at all until Deshaun made that miraculous spin move. I think we was losing in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
JJ had the sack that started the comeback. Then that's when Deshaun did the spin on him,
Yeah,
threw the ball to the running back, and running back got the first down. Then we
yeah,
scored.
Shout out T Jones in the building. Yeah, I just think that it was cool that they were able to do that, and not only do that in a fashion in front of the home crowd. I think it was dope. It was a certain point of the game where JJ Watt was saying that what's the Liam Cohen over there? He said something about that, in to win this game would, just like kind of crush. He just wanted to crush the hopes of the Texans. Like if they know that if they lost that, if they won that game, that it was gonna just ruin our hopes of,
yeah,
for the season pretty much. And he wanted to be responsible for that. And as the game was going on and they were gaining that lead, it kind of made it sting a little bit more, right? Because I'm like, oh fuck, he actually getting his wish, like, and not only getting his wish, like they smashing us. They by the time that guy ran that punt in, and God bless Tommy. I mean Tommy. Is it Townsend? Is his last name? But
Yeah,
yeah, bro, he trying to make that tackle, but it was like bro had already knew he was going to the house. But by the time he ran that in, it kind of made it sting a little bit more that we were about to lose that game. But my guys will tell you in the group chat that and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was kind of like 50% was hope. The other 50% I was actually being kind of sarcastic. I was like, oh, 19 points, we can do this. And we
yeah,
actually
we
began
did.
to we actually began to do it. And I was like, no, these guys ain't gonna pull this game out. But they did it. And I got a slew of questions I want to ask you guys. And the first one I want to start with is, let's get the controversy out the way, right? Now we know that it's not a controversy, right? That's not a QB controversy. Let's get that out of the way. There's not but I'm pretty sure because I heard on the radio that there are people in the Texans community that actually are crazy enough to think that Mills should start over CJ. And I did some thinking about that, and I think I know why y'all would want that. And I think what it is, if y'all could take certain intangibles from Mills and insert them into CJ, pause. Uh, what would those things be? And that's the question that I hold for my guys. Is there anything that you seen in Davis Mills that you was like, man, I wish that this was in CJ, or CJ should apply this to his game? Is there something like, what was it that Davis Mills was able to do to pull that game out? And do you believe that CJ, if he was in that very same position down like that, that he would have pulled this game out? And that you would have had faith that he would have?
I only
Which
got
one of
one.
y'all can start?
I only have one observation, and it's very huge. The one thing that Mills does better than CJ is evade pressure. Like CJ, for what it's worth, is supposed to be more athletic than Davis Mills, and Davis Mills was breaking those sacks, like breaking tap. Like he should have been gone quite a few times. That
I
he
ain't
had
gonna lie,
pressure
you
in
hit
his
that
face.
out the park.
Like out the gate, bro. Like a lot of people was upset, including myself, when he threw that pick. But when I seen the replay, I'm like, oh, the dude jumped the route. That's just great.
That was a good play. I'm talking about he
Yeah.
stuck his foot in the ground. Surprised his Achilles was still intact.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't get mad at him for that, but just overall being able to evade pressure, bro. Like I had put a post on Twitter the other day. It was showing Davis Mills in the pocket, and he had like so much space, tremendous space in the pocket. And my comment was, CJ will find a way to get sacked right here. And that shit, it kicked up a lot of flame, a lot of fire. I had people calling me names and stuff, which is cool. Like you gotta have thick skin to be in this arena. Like some guy even invited to fight me. I was like, man, only if you knew. But
it was probably CJ from his burner page, but
I would hate to put his ass on IR for the rest of the year. But I mean,
max him out, don't max him out, bro.
You good? Like,
hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I gotta give you props though. That observation, like that's it. Like that's one thing. Like I think that's number one on the list. I don't know everything else. It's like gotta fall up under that. That is absolutely number one. Like for some odd reason, and I don't know why, but you're right. Davis Mills knows how to escape. Like bro was actually, and not saying I've never seen CJ escape, but y'all can't lie. Mills was out there. It's like he almost knew when to move forward. When that element that we always talking about, like sometimes CJ he drops back so far that that's what makes the sack happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems yeah, Mills knew like to step up, and that allowed him to make some of those passes and make some of that stuff actually come true. Killer, was it anything that you observed that you were like,
he has some good pocket presence, but overall, we only had one touchdown drive leading into the miraculous fourth quarter comeback. So, with all that being said, it ain't like that Davis Mills just really lit it up. Like he was really below par for 3 quarters. And the defense the Texans just got like everything just started coming together. Like Will and Daniil just started playing some incredible defense. It seemed like and shout out to Doc Payton. I know Doc would be he'll have a more in-depth analysis, but and I'm quite sure that y'all saw it too. But didn't it seem like some of the routes and the play calls that was being called was like, well, damn, CJ can, I think I could see that with CJ. Like it's nothing about that game, the way that Kelly called that game, that would have led me to believe that CJ couldn't have put up the stats that Davis Mills put up. I think it was like 27 for 49 or something like that. Like, I mean, just that's a little bit over 50%, or if my math is right, whatever it is. But I think just the universe came together, and it was like, and of course in the group chat, I was probably the first, if not the only, when we was down. We was down by what, 20 or something like that, and I was still saying, I said, man, I have a feeling we gonna win this game. I kept saying that I feel like we was gonna win this game. Like I didn't feel like, now that's the Houston fan in me, because when we down a lot, I don't never just give up on the game. I never just like, until it's like I just have to really feel like there's no mathematical way that we can come back.
yeah.
But
I'm to that point.
but watching that game, like, bro, like this is a game right here that whatever we do the rest of the way, we find a way to fight to get into the playoffs. This will be that game that turned the season around. So I'm happy Davis was able to do what he had to do. But at the end of the day, do I think CJ could have done that? Yeah. I mean, with the play calling that Kaylee was calling, I don't think we would have only scored 10 points in, the first 3 quarters. But then again, we scored 10 points in the first 3 quarters with CJ. So,
and I mean, we haven't seen CJ really since that San Francisco game, right? The Baltimore game, we didn't know what that was because it was a lot of bangers, a lot of the defensive players didn't play. San Francisco pretty much the same thing, but the only difference between those two teams was that San Francisco had a good record. They were actually still like 5-2. So it was like, okay, y'all missing these players, but y'all still finding ways to win. And so when we played them, and that CJ looked as good as he did, threw for 300 yards, something that we hadn't seen in a while. That game against the Broncos was supposed to show that this offense was picking up, right? So when we seen him get hurt and we end up losing that game, which I think that we probably, going by what we've seen in San Francisco, if he was able to keep that up, we probably would have won that Broncos game. We only lost by 3 without him. But you know, this game here with Davis Mills and now having to go into Tennessee, and y'all know how I feel about Davis Mills. I say that he's the, best backup in the league. I think about him and two other guys, and that's who's the guy playing for I'm tripping, y'all. Winston and the other guy in Arizona.
Brissett.
Said those are
Yeah.
like the 3 best backup quarterbacks in the league when it comes to backups, and I think Mills did a formidable job to be thrown into the into the mist in a week, and I think him playing against Tennessee, I think this is going to be another game that we can win. I think it doesn't even take us this long to score, especially hearing what D'Amico said. D'Amico said a lot of good things, by the way, too. We're going to get into that. But anything else about this game that you guys seen that was kind of that was something good or something that was a concern that you seen from this game?
I hit one more quick point. I know in the off season, and every off season, everybody is putting Davis Mills, on the trading block. You have half of the city that say you have half of the guys that do not like Davis saying, "Man, why can't Nick Casario trade him for a third round pick?" Like, you don't even value him as a player. So how you think Nick is going to flip him for a third round pick? But this is why when they gave Davis Mills whatever contract extension that they gave him, this is what you need a backup quarterback to do, because going into this game, if we would have listened to part of the fickle fan base would have been like trade Davis Mills, then we would have had Graham Mertz. And people love the backup quarterback and they love the unknown. You had people that saw Graham Mertz in one game and they were like, yeah, let's just go on trade Davis. And then you seen him in another game and it's like, whoa, glad we kept Davis. So this is the reason why you keep a Davis Mills, because there may be a time in the season that your quarterback is gone for, not available for 2 or 3 games or 4 games. He got to be able to go 2-2, 3-1 to keep the ship afloat. So Davis did what he was supposed to do. We played against Tennessee. I know it's any given Sunday, but at the end of the day, Davis Mills and Nick Caley needs to find a way to pull out this game and don't make it that much more difficult. Just call a basic offense and just win the game. So this is why you pay Davis Mills the extension on that contract. If he's happy to be here as a backup holding the clipboard, fine. And he showed that, in big moments, he can maneuver in the pocket, step up in the pocket, make some throws, and hey, we won the game. So that was my point. What you got, Carlton?
The offense that you see with Davis and the offense that you see with CJ is night and day. You heard Davis in a press conference say they only had a certain number of play calls in the red zone. They was running the same shit in the red zone. Going back to the preseason, Davis Mills looked damn good in the offense in the preseason. What Caley is doing or has did is he didn't dumb the offense down, but within his offense, these plays are money for Davis. We don't know what our money plays for CJ just yet, which is kind of strange to say this far in the season. So that's just something to keep your eye on going forward.
Yeah.
I think also that what the Texans have to do. I mean, as far as with that game, what they did that Sunday, I think those guys, it wasn't all skill. Um, it was a lot of luck. Like the refs helped. I mean, there was a play when JJ was like, "Hey, man, we're gonna have to watch." You know what I'm saying? And they said they got mad at JJ for saying us on the thing, or including himself as a Texan though. But hey, that's what it is, JJ. Hey, he said that we have to watch if Trevor Lawrence may try to run, on that last drive. And to be honest, we got burnt by that shit. Actually, it's just that some calls, that hands to the face and some other things allowed that ball to be pushed back. You know what I'm saying? So it was just lucky, man, that we got it. Hopefully we can look at it as one of those things that maybe the football guards are smiling down on the Texans, and some good things are about to happen. um, did I want to see CJ this week? Yes. But being that it's the Titans, I'm not upset at all. I feel very confident going into this game with Davis Mills. So I have no problem at all. Lastly about that game though, one thing I want to say is that, the press conference that D'Amico had, well, it's not a press conference, it's the show that he does with Vandermeer and Harris. It's the coaches show or something like that. But
Yeah.
D'Amico was on there and he was talking about the rookies, man. And he said something very, very profound about the rookies. He was like, that rookie nameplate. He said we're snatching that off. You know what I'm saying? He said those guys are out there making plays, like veterans, and so they're going to be trusted for now on like veterans. And he made some very good points. He said that Noel, the fact that he was able to make that play on that fourth down to get the first and everything like that, and just trusting in those guys. Because one thing, and I don't know if I know that we talked about it a lot, and it was a pet peeve of mine, to be honest. I don't like when a player, when you know that he's good, right? But you got some kind of stigmata. And you know what? It's probably something about, showing love to the veterans. But even the veterans should be like, hey, play that dude. We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, but I get it at the end of the day. But I just I didn't like the fact that D'Amico didn't play rookies. Uh, and there started to be a rumor out there that D'Amico don't like he falling under the ways of those old coaches. But to hear him say that lets me know that Woody is about to get more touches. Pauls, Higgins, because those guys are showing up. That touchdown pass in that game, man. These those guys are playmakers, man. So we're gonna move on to the next game. Hold on, let me see if there's anything over here. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That Brandon, that was crazy. He say when he found out they didn't and were starting City South, he said, "I see bright lights and takes colors." But no, man, that City South sighting was crazy, and I'm glad that it didn't end that long. But on to the next game, man. We're playing against the Titans. We've already seen Ward, the rookie, already. Yeah, I think this is a trap game in any kind of way.
It's not a trap game.
Yeah, I think they go into this game taking this game serious from. I think they and you know what? That's probably a good reason to have Davis Mills out there, because Davis Mills out there playing like this is a playoff game.
So going into this game, the Titans are down a lot of players on their defense. All three of their starting cornerbacks are down. So they're down to cornerback 4, 5, and 6 that are going to be starting. And those guys have played very awful. Of course, with Jeffrey Simmons, he's not playing.
Oh, he's out?
Huh?
He's gonna be out for this game?
He shouldn't play.
He should.
I wouldn't play him. Like, what is he playing for? Y'all 1-8. You're not going nowhere. I feel like that team is already on Cancun right now, Cancun mode. Calvin Ridley is not a wide receiver 1, a wide receiver 2. At best, he's a wide receiver 3 on a team that has no 1 or 2. That says a lot. That organization as a whole has failed Cam Ward tremendously. Like, it's a complete shit show. There's no talent over there. Like, it's bad. Going into this game, I need all 3 of my receivers to have the minimum of 50 yards apiece. With 12
Miami beat Buffalo though. Remember that.
I mean, it's a division game, and Miami plays them tough. But the injuries versus comparing our team to that team, understand this too. We're going into this game once again down a quarterback, down a starting kicker. You don't have your starting safety. Your other starting safety just got hurt last game. Your cornerback is playing strong safety now. You're having to throw out Jalen Reed, Jay Reed. You ain't no cop Jay Reed. You're throwing him out there now. Like, we having to make changes too. You know what I'm saying? However, we are the better team mentally and physically. So I look for this game to be similar to what the Baltimore game was. I don't look for it to be tough in the beginning because it's a divisional game. We know each other. I look for this game to be, I'll push you over in the grass. I dare you to get up. I slap you in your face. I dare you to punch me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be a fucking blowout. I need 50. I don't want 30. I don't want 40. I need 50. There's no reason Davis Mills should not go out there and put on a fucking clinic. 12 need over 100 yards. I need multiple touchdowns, as Brandon alluded to with Higgins. I need Noel to go out there and shine. Like, Kay Stober potentially could play this game. He's back. This offense under Davis Mills, this should be Kaylee's coming out game as a play caller. Go out there and drop 50. Go do it. Go give me a 50 burger. Go put up the first 50 points of the season. Well, probably have we dropped 50 in the franchise? I don't believe we dropped 50 as a franchise before.
Yeah, we dropped 56 against Tennessee.
Yeah, 56. What was that? 56-0?
No, it was like 56-13 or something like that.
Winning the game, Watson threw like 5 touchdowns. No, what else? Was that 50? Threw 5 touchdowns?
I forgot. It was a ridiculous day, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
you're right. I think it was Fitzpatrick. I think it was
he threw 5 touchdowns or some shit. Like, he crazy. Like, now that's the best backup quarterback in NFL history. But my point is,
him and Chase Daniels.
This game should be decided early. Like, going into halftime, we should be up 34-0. This defense has no reason not to create turnovers, not get multiple sacks. I need 5 sacks, 3 interceptions. Give me a pick 6. Like, but however you get the points, I need 50. Period.
Yeah.
But if we want to put in Graham Mertz, let him get some.
Yeah, I agree. Nitty, you my boy, but I can't let you slide that one in.
What you say?
Pause. God damn.
I said I can't let him put that out there. Patton said Fitzpatrick was the best backup of all time. You threw out Chase Daniel.
Yeah, from my vantage point, Chase Daniels was not almost. It's like damn near when Chase Daniels came on the field, bro, it was almost like Drew Brees didn't lead the field, bro, sometimes. I'm just being honest. If you ever watch Chase Daniels ball, y'all know what I'm talking about. Chase Daniels was good, bro. He was good. I'm talking about damn good. Like, it was surprising that he never started for a team. I was like, he must got nerve problems. Like, he can play bag up, but as soon as you put him QB1, he starts sweating bullets or something. Like, I don't know what it was, bro, but Chase Daniels was live, bro. I don't know. Who else would you say, Cal, since you want to get on me? Who would you say is what you gonna say, what's the name? Who was the no, what's the last name? Webb. Who was that guy? Webb.
Joe Webb.
Joe Webb. I think he was in Seattle for a while.
Joel played everywhere.
You know, he was MVP for the preseason for us in Houston, bro. Every time
Joel-
Joel played in the preseason, he was turned into Michael Vick, bro. I was like, damn, I know everybody would be fooled. I'm talking about Bamboos would be like, yo, why we not starting that dude? Okay.
Joel played in Metro, Post Office. Joel was on in Laredo with LLC, with CDL. Like Joel played everywhere, bro. He's still playing right now.
No, Brandon, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, there were players who just shined his bag ups, but soon as you gave him that QB1 tag, soon as you was like, here go the keys to the car, they like, I'm talking about they just wreck it.
For what it's worth, Brown
Hoy
was a good backup.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I'm not gonna belabor the point, but I just had to go and pull up the stat.
I feel
he as a starter, Chase Daniels is 2-3. Chase Daniels has thrown in a season, like I think it's 2018, he threw for 515 yards for the season.
Because Drew Brees was he was bag up for Drew Brees, bro. Ask how much did Tom Brady's bag up throw for?
No. He was only a backup for Drew Brees for 3 years.
But in that 3 years, I guarantee you, he ain't see that field that much.
No, what I'm saying, he didn't see the field pretty much his whole career. Like,
like who else did he bag
total,
up for? I think he bagged up for Mahomes too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mahomes, he
didn't go to Kansas City
in 2015. Mahomes wasn't there.
When did we get Watson? 2017 or 2016?
I want to say 17.
I want to say 17. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right, then. You're right.
Yeah.
I think some overlap with Daniels though.
I think he okay. If Drew Brees was still there in 2017, he went back there. He didn't take a snap at all.
Yeah, he was the clipboard bandit.
Yeah. He was a very good college quarterback. I thought it was going to correlate, but when I used to
be a coach.
Yeah, when I started watching him on that Emmanuel Acho show and with him and Shady, and it led me to go pull up his stats because some of the stuff that he was saying about Shador, I had to go look up his, pull his resume card, and I'm like, oh man, shut the hell up. You I don't call players trash, but I was like, shut the hell up. So no, Fitzpatrick threw 5 touchdowns in one game. Chase Daniels have thrown 9 in his whole career.
Chase Daniels is Jesse Palmer, bro.
he just looked the part, man. The uniform fits him well.
And they could talk like in Orlovsky, you know what I'm saying? I at least kind of listen to Orlovsky when
I love Dan. I love Dan.
He's laying out there. And plus he was a Houston Texan, but him running out the back of that end zone was his claim to fame. But I got a couple of more questions for y'all.
Yeah, let's get back on subject.
Yeah. One of them is about the coach. I'm asking both of y'all. How did you feel about D'Amico going into this season? And now that we are pretty much mid-season, how are you feeling about D'Amico now as a head coach?
On you,
Cal. D'Amico has, with the talent that he has, and that talent up the middle, and I'm gonna include like all the linebackers. Like none of our linebackers are going to get any consideration for All Pro or Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
None of our defensive tackles are going to get any consideration for All Pro and Pro Bowl. But with him, and I'm gonna go ahead and give him some credit. I don't know what they do in the building. I really dislike when people say, Matt Burke is, he's calling the plays. He's the defense coordinator. Oh man, he don't know what the hell he do. As if you was in the building. So if I'm gonna mention, D'Amico, I can mention Burke. That's just on me. But D'Amico don't even, and me and Patton been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. D'Amico have not found his linebacker. The linebacker that's in San Francisco, the one that's injured. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Warner.
Red.
He haven't found his defensive tackle yet, and he has the best defense this year.
And not only
So
that, not to cut you off, Cam,
mhm,
because I want you to pick right back up, but I just want to peek in right when you talking about that defense. I've never seen a defense be number one in all the categories like that. You know, because I didn't heard people say sometime like, "Hey, the Texans got the number one defense. Number one defense in what? Oh, yards per game."
right,
But
yeah,
they would probably be like 3 or 4 or maybe even 10 or 11 in other positions, right?
right.
Looking at what we looked at, and I was trying to find it up because I wanted to post it, but to see that is 1-1-1 first in everything, right? That's and going by what you just said, everything that you just said about not having the he doesn't have his Fred Warner yet, he doesn't have his D tackle yet, and he's still able to produce a defense like this. I don't want to jinx these guys or anything like that, but this has got to be kind of historical, right? Is this defense going into any kind of a historical territory?
As far as Texans history, yes, but at the beginning of the season, I said that I felt like this defense could be a Legion of Boom, a 85 Bears,
I remember that.
2001 Ravens. I was like, I really did see that. Um, we have a couple of games that we've given up, on as far as points given up or whatever, that made the total go up a little bit higher. And I think San Francisco and the Rams is like right on our heels. But to go back, yeah, looking at that stat right there. But to go back to my point is we have a shaky free safety that haven't figured out, like the game haven't slowed down for Kalen Bullock yet. Like he's still like a half a step too slow. We don't have Jimmy Ward there. Um, People was ready to run Petrie out of town, and he's doing his job. We got two rookies that we drafted this year in the secondary that really haven't seen much time. And when I look at the overall picture of it, the only criticism I would have is it's the incomplete how he's handling the offensive side of the ball.
Mhm.
He's the CEO. He's just not, hey, I'm the head coach, and defense is my specialty, and I'm gonna let Katie do his thing. No, I think that when we had Slowick over here last year, and that's the whole nother thing too, because we had to move on from Slowick. But if Slowick was here this year with the offense that they had last year, I think we probably only lost like one or two games. But that's
Dang.
neither here nor there. That's
Hold on,
neither here nor there.
I want to show y'all something right quick. Let me see if I can share this. Let me bring that down. I'm gonna share this because like I say, I'm trying to see if we legendary, right? So
Mm,
I said, let me compare us to this defense right here as far as that stat goes, right? Prepare to have your minds blown, bro. This is the 2000 Ravens defense, right? Man, they was allowing 10.3 points a game, bro.
yeah, yeah,
God damn. Yeah, that is crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy right there, y'all. Like it's because it just I guess you can't say in Texans history, I don't think we ever been number one in all of those categories like that. But yeah, I think that we still gotta get patents though, but
mm,
I think that D'Amico at the beginning of the season, we were all kind of thinking, the whole Super Bowl thing. And, I know that from a hope standpoint, we think like that, but thinking from a reality standpoint of it, I kind of felt like, that D'Amico needed some things that he needed to tighten up on. And to be honest with y'all, I see it. I see the improvement in his clock management. His clock management is gone by leaps and bounds. It's grown, and and I think him focusing more on the head coach position, you able to see him more out there like a technician, doing his thing now. And I just wanted to say that. So yeah, I see that improvement from the beginning of the season to right now. His clock management is way better.
yeah.
What you think, Patton?
I think D'Amico is an offensive coordinator.
You think he is an offensive coordinator?
Elaborate.
Calling defense, and he over there telling Nick, hey, throw the ball to the left side to who over there. Run the ball to the right tackle.
And defensive coordinators make for some of the best offensive coordinators. That's what was supposed to make Bobby Slowick so good. Y'all know that, right? He was going from the defensive side of the ball over to the offensive side of the ball, which is, you learn how to work defenses because you know how defenses thinks. Like you coach defense, so you like, okay, if we line up like this, what are the 9 times out of 10 a defense that lines up against this formation? What are they going to try to do? So you're able to, work more like that. And I just think that, especially with the OC, let's go to the OC. Do you feel better that Nick Caley after this game, almost having Davis Mills throw for 300 some yards? He didn't throw for 300, but it was pretty close. Do y'all think that he's getting better at his job? We know that this is his first year at the job, and it's hard to really just judge somebody on their first year, their first experience. You want to, but you got to kind of be patient with them. What do y'all think? I mean, is he progressing?
I won't answer that question now. I will answer that question after the Buffalo game. Let me see what you can do back-to-back weeks with your backup quarterback, and then let me see what you can do against a team with your starting quarterback, barring that CJ should play that game.
If CJ don't play, I'm gonna be highly pissed. But
I wouldn't be pissed. Well,
yeah, I would, because it'll mean that damn bro been out 3 weeks, bro. You couldn't get it together, man.
I know.
My bad. I know it's a concussion, y'all. Believe me, I don't want to. I don't want to start sending hate mail.
Look, I know what I was told, but let me tell you something, dog. As a former football player, I've had concussions. I've headbutted people without a helmet on. Like, I've had multiple concussions in my life, and none of these things have stopped me from functioning. I may be a little thrown off, may have a few screws not missing. I mean, the light bulb, sometimes it comes on without no power. But as I watched that play, clean hit, I just ain't buying the whole concussion shit with him. I'm gonna
just say this. I kind of agree with you, and I'm gonna jump on it and jump off.
Bro.
When he got hit, bro took the ball and sat that motherfucker right beside him. He was like, and to me, if you knocked that right, now I ain't trying to start no controversy. I'm just saying what I saw on TV. I promise to God, y'all. This what made me have hope that he was finna get up. It's like when he hit the ground, he said, boom. The ball was kind of still laying on him. He took the ball and literally sat it right on the side of him, real gently. Like not like he was knocked out, none of that. So it did kind of make me think like, yo, are they just trying to give him some rest on these last few games? But why would you do that against the Broncos, man? I don't know. I do know this too, though. The NFL does not play no games with that, with the concussion shit, right? And we've been knowing that they've been doing that, right, for I don't know, the last 10 years. When all of America can see your head bounce off the ground like a basketball like that, you almost have to go to the sideline. You can't stay in the game. It's impossible. It's like you shouldn't have took a hit like that. Like you just got to go sit down, bro.
Hey, Julius Harris. I don't care if his head bust off the goddamn bounce off the grass or the ground. The man got up. He was like, "Whew, I get to go home and play PlayStation now."
So we're gonna not remember when CJ got his first concussion and missed 2 games. And as soon as he got hit, what did he do? He jumped straight up and was looking at the referee, and the referee was like, because he jumped up and his legs was wobbly. So this is what I want y'all to do when y'all think about
Cam. When he got his first what you talking about when he got? See, a lot of people didn't know that last year. I mean, his rookie year against the Broncos, CJ got knocked the fuck out.
Maybe that's what I'm conflating the two.
But they
Like,
didn't see it. The refs didn't see it. The
no, it
team
was
just picked him up and he was right back up on his feet. But yeah,
one
he got knocked out.
one of the plays that CJ got hit and he jumped straight up, but he was wobbly, and the referee caught it. And the referee was like, and he made CJ go to the sideline. CJ was like, "No, I'm okay, I'm okay." And he was
They let
like,
him play again after that though.
"Yeah, but still, the thing of CJ not wanting to play when you actually saw him get hit. This is what I want y'all to think about. Y'all are y'all boxing fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the 46 mark. We've literally seen motherfuckers get knocked out and jump up on their feet and try to go back and box. And you can tell that he's clearly out, but he's still trying to fight. And sometimes we've seen some boxers get hit, and it's like they'll take a knee, and it's like I don't want anymore. So
They
I mean,
hit against Quentin Williams in New York, the one that knocked him out last year.
right.
That one, he didn't get up from that shit. That when his head hit that ground, he was out. You can tell he was out. That one.
My point is, I can't judge me playing high school football. I'm speaking for me and the concussions that I had, because I've had concussions. And if anybody know what smelling salts is, it's an ammonia stick, and they crack it open and they put it up under your nose.
Oh,
Guys that have real concussions, that stuff will be up under their nose and their head don't move.
mm-hmm.
I got a concussion. I got knocked out, went to the sideline. Man, Doc cracked that thing open, put it on my nose, and it was like, bam. Like, I just instantly, like, and he said, I think you're going to be all right. And I was still seeing stars. Like, I heard a neurologist say, when you play football and you got hit and you saw those white dots in your eyes, that is somewhat of a concussion, not somewhat, but that is a minor concussion. If you saw that in your vision, and see, we didn't know that. They was like, man, I hit him so hard, man, he made me see stars. Nah, that's a concussion. So I don't like to judge concussion, because at real time, I saw that hit and I was like, oh man, he can get up. And I know football is not played in slow motion, but I can't sit up here and lie and say that man head did not hit that turf. That's number one. Number two, concussions. The first concussion that you get. Let's look at Tua. Tua got a concussion. He was out for a little bit. Then he got that second concussion.
When your shit do this, that is real. If CJ would have did this, and I'm trying to be funny, but
no, we didn't see Jackson Dart. We didn't see Jackson Dart do that, and Jackson have had 4. He didn't have to. You don't have to lock up for it to be a real concussion.
That's the severity.
Jackson Dart had 4 concussions this year.
They said he had 4 concussions.
Oh, that's why they fired Dayball.
Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, when Dayball went over there to that tent and was arguing with that independent doctor, and he was like, "Hey, get him on up out of here," and he was just going back and forth. That's why the general manager kept his job and said he's going to be on the next head coaching hire, and they got Dayball ass up out of there because they don't play with these concussions, man. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, like, that's CJ life.
Was out there like patting, like, nigga, you just got hit in the tummy. Get your ass up.
Hey, get that boy some Robitussin. He got a concussion. Give him some Robitussin.
Mike Singletary said that, and that was against a game with us. Y'all remember that, right?
What is that?
Got smacked in the stomach. What was the tight end for 49ers?
Yeah, the big boy. I know you're talking about. Can't think of his name.
He got a brother. His brother was the cornerback for Indianapolis that retired in the middle of the season. Huh?
Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis. Yeah. Man, when he got hit, they didn't know that the microphone was over, and Mike walked down there and stood over him. You know, they had the medical trainers over him and everything. Mike walked over there and said, "Oh, you ain't getting them." He said, "You only got hit in the tummy."
Yeah.
I say Mike is vicious, man. Mike, they had to get him up out of there, bro. He was gonna get somebody seriously hurt. But
Mike was tough though.
no, Mike was
different back then.
Mike, yeah, he was what you know. I kind of feel like D'Amico has a part of that in him. He just hides it. He hides it very well from the public. But I think D'Amico is a real straight up coach. Like I think, like I told y'all this, his smiling and all of that stuff comes from a what you call that? It's like a nervous tick. It's like he does it just so people can't see how he's really feeling. And he just always wants to greet you with a smile and make sure that you feel cool. But actually, D'Amico is a beast, man. You don't play middle linebacker in the NFL, bro. And you like, hey, how you doing? I'm D'Amico Ryans. No, he's a beast, and his players know that, but he just know how to really play this game in the crowd in front of the cameras. And I love him for that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, this season is still going. We are 4-5. We are going to be 500, and I think that puts us in another vantage point. I think that, you know, conversations start to be slightly a little different when you are 5-5. I just want to give a shout out, you know, because we're gonna get ready to wrap up. I just want to give a shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was able to, you know, go and watch that video. Shout out Houston Stressens. I was able to go and watch that Jacksonville Jaguars, see how did the game look from their vantage point. And number one, I applaud y'all for still putting out a video, even though y'all got y'all ass whooped like that. Y'all still put the video out, and I understand why you did it, because it looked so good from the beginning. How y'all were winning, y'all was balling, y'all was doing y'all thing out there. And another thing too, do y'all know that it's some kind of reason? For some reason, we have turnovers on special teams with Jacksonville all the time. I watched some old Jacksonville games, and I was even the one with CJ last year. It was a turnover in the on the a muff punt, and I'm like, come on, bro. It's starting to seem like something that happened with Jacksonville all the time. But anyway, appreciate y'all for showing that video, man. It was very exciting and entertaining to see it from the other side, because right now they are in meltdown. They hold fan base, everybody out there, they have jumped ship, man, with their team. And not only just the team, really, it's Trevor Lawrence, bro. And I just want to say that it's a shame, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame to see somebody go from being the next John Elway, the next Peyton Manning, the next Tom Brady. I mean, they had us scared, man. I ain't gonna lie. They had me a little scared, man, when they first drafted that ball over there. But, man, I'm so glad he turned out to be what he was, man. For real, for real. I'm so glad, man. But other than that, though, man, anything y'all guys want to, you know, land with before we get up out of here?
You got something, Pat?
No.
Hey, can we retire the term generational? You know, I'm so sick of that term. Like
What is it? What is it?
Well, you know, generational talent is you know, in sports, it's supposed to be something that you only see like once in every
Generation.
Like, sports generation, in my opinion, is the lifespan of the average player that's in, you know, in their playing time. So I think like in football, it'd be like, man, we haven't seen a guy like that in the last, you know, 10 years.
I was going to say the exact same thing, 10 years.
You know, basketball can stretch a little bit further because you're seeing what LeBron have done in 20 years, and, you know, KD and, you know, Russ and all them. So basketball is a little bit different. Like when you can tell what is a generational talent. Like when you're looking at Wemby and when you're looking at Shohei, you know, you seeing generational. But when you start to put that title on Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter, you know, just retire that term.
Kyle Hamilton was supposed to be the next Sean Taylor, and I'm like, what?
just retire that term and let these guys just come into their own without trying to be the one that say, "Hey, I saw it first, and I
There
saw
you
it, and I knew it."
go.
He was just going to be the next Derrick Henry, and he turns out to be the next John Deere or some shit like that. Like, come on,
No,
let it go, man. Let it go.
yeah. Hey, I'm with you on that, man. Let's because that right there was the last supposed to be the last. What it say? That question, Brandon. He said, "Who's y'all favorite draft pick so far this year?" Um,
Oh man,
I
I
got
know who Nitties is. I already know who Nitty is.
um, right now, who would you guess,
Hell,
though, Cam?
I know Patton is too, man. Shit,
Who would
Patton
you
called
guess?
Patton was the first in the community to call it out. Let's just be honest, man.
Okay, Ursery. So, who would you say would be my favorite?
I would say Woody Marks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the close tie though, for real now, it's starting to be like Higgins though, man. Higgins is just starting to look smart.
That was gonna be my pick because
He just starting to
before the
look.
season start and after we did our post draft show and after we started talking, I was telling y'all about Higgins' route running and his catch radius, and we starting to see that. So I got to give. Think Patton said it earlier. You know, some of the things that Davis was able to do that CJ haven't done. Well, one of the things that I wanted to point out, and I know this is extra overtime, so just bear with me, but he was throwing it to Higgins, and we saw the catch radius, and but he targeted Nico 15 times.
I seen when
So
you put it in the chat. You was like, "Feed the beast."
feed him, man. Feed the beast. So he was able to do some things that we haven't saw CJ do this year. So let's just let Davis go out and do his thing, and hopefully that play calling, as Patton point out, like it looks like two different types of like look like it's the same playbook, but it seemed like it's just look like different offenses. So let's just see what Davis is able to do, and when CJ come back, hopefully it's a smooth transition. But I need Nico Collins to get at least 12 targets a game. So, but my pick would be Higgins, my favorite rookie right now.
Yeah, he'll definitely be over 100 this weekend. And I think kind of what Mills did had something to do with tendencies of they don't know what he was gonna do. So, he was able to spread that ball all over the field like that. But like you say, I love the fact that he was feeding Nico like that. And hopefully, like you say, when CJ comes in that, they able to still build off of that, which I'm not saying that you should always go to Nico like that, but when it's a game that calls for you to go to him, feed the man what he's supposed to, allow him to do what he's supposed to do. Because he already said in the press conference that he don't even trip on numbers like that. He about the team winning and stuff like that. And I think that's why his contract is kind of like how it is. It's kind of slightly team friendly. He getting his bread though, but it is kind of slightly for his production team friendly. Um, but other than that, though, man, appreciate y'all, man.
Hold
Oh,
on,
something you want to say? You want to say before we go get out?
I'm looking at Brandon. I'm not sure if you meant the ones we picked this year or going into next year, but I answer both. My guy, All Pro, future All Pro, Big E. It's easy. I seen this shit from a mile away. Like, hey, I'm coining the new phrase. Hashtag
Hold on, Pat? Do you think he can be all pro this year?
no.
You don't think because of the lack of experience and notoriety?
If he was okay, he's getting notoriety. I would say he would be not all pro,
Pro Bowler.
alternate. He would be a Pro Bowl alternate for sure. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, I seen this shit a mile away. The way he plays, he's only going to get better. He started out rough for him because as it's supposed to be. You got to learn. The best way to learn is by trial by fire. My second, honestly, with this draft, I hate it. I hate to say this, but I'm waiting patiently for the GOAT in the wings. I gotta talk to Sarge and a couple more of my inside people to see what's going on with him. I don't know why they just stashing him. I know why they stashing him, but um, if he was playing, he would be my number one guy. I'm rooting for him like 10 toes down. Uh, Big E and then Noel. I like Noel more than like Higgins. I just wish they would feature him more. But going into next year's draft, Love from Notre Dame, the tight end in Baylor, and there's a lot. Also the linebacker for UT, and I'm not sure if my linebacker in BYU is a junior or he's a redshirt sophomore. I think he's a redshirt sophomore. I have to go check his eligibility again, but he's kicking up. Brandon also mentioned my running backs from Michigan. Let the season continue to play out. If he keeps up on what he's doing, he will be within the top 5 running backs going into this draft. Both of them, Hayes and Marshall. Marshall is more of what Pierce supposed to be. Hayes is a 3-down back. He's a guy, whoever drafts him, God forbid he goes to the San Francisco 49ers, it's going to be some shit. It's going to be some shit. If he goes there or to a McVay offense, if he goes to a Kevin O'Connell's offense, he is very, 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 very scary. He's like Foster, but he don't run like Eric Dickerson. But that one cut and go is crazy. And I'm being biased when I say this, but just put on the tape. The fullback from Michigan, number 44. If you ever watch a Michigan game and you see number 44 motion to whatever side, just know that ball is going to that side. Whomever's carrying the ball, whether it's Hayes, Marshall, or Underwood with the QB draw running option, wherever 44 is going, there will be a hole and the ball is going in that direction. And I guarantee you there's going to be 5 to plus yards getting picked up every play. That fullback is something serious. I know, Cal, you don't like British Brooks as fullback. You feel like he should be more featured as a running back. I agree. I would agree to disagree with you because British Brooks makes some damn good blocks. Like you don't. It's hard to replace that. It's so hard, and especially in today's game because it's more so passing. It's passing heavy. So the art of the fullback is pretty much a dinosaur in today's game, today's modern NFL game. But somehow, let's say Chubb don't come back, Joe Mixon probably retires. You draft Love. You have your 1-2 punch with Love and Woody. Your third running back would be at that point, I would say, Brooks. He can also play fullback, of course. But if you can get the fullback from Michigan, and once again, this is a fullback. He's highly likely to go undrafted. My draft grade for him, even as good as he's playing, a team to draft him in the 6th round would be a reach. A team to draft him in the 7th round would also be a reach, depending on your team and your infrastructure and what it is you need and what he had already drafted going into the 7th round. But he's a guy that I'm calling it now. I'm 44 for the fullback from Michigan. High risk, well, not high risk. The highest he would probably go is the 6th round. Highly unlikely 7th. Well, highly likely 7th round to undrafted, where he's going to go somewhere that fits him the most. So
I'm gonna pull some videos up on him and I'm gonna tag you in it because I want to check him out. But my thing is, 6th and 7th round draft picks. Nick Caserio normally he gets a lot of them because he trades back. And so if you get multiple 6th or 7th round picks and you feel like that's a guy that can come into the room and instantly contribute, then
he's him.
I mean, I would spend the 6 on him. And I see I'm not part of the program where, you got people in the media say, oh, you never draft a running back high. Says who? I mean, if that's what you need and you feel like that he's the guy, like you go and get it. You don't draft kickers, you don't draft fullbacks, you just let them drop. No, if that's your guy, and especially a fullback in this type of offense, like you're saying, like we have like problems, like he's like British Brooks is just a football player, but if that guy is rating as high as you say he is, you go spend a sixth or seventh on it. Like the hell with
Go back.
everybody else think. You go ahead and do what you got to do to solidify your team. So I'm gonna check in my I'm gonna
I
pull a
encourage
video.
I encourage everybody. Like I'm not just being biased because that's my team, it's my school. I'm
No,
serious.
I said what I said because they're so like I really wish that you would have put out the tweet about Ursery because then it's timestamp. See, now everybody else is going to jump on the Ursery train and going to be saying, "Oh yeah, I saw it first." We were saying that before the draft even
I mean,
started.
it's time stamped here. These are not going anywhere. But I understand what you're saying with the
Yeah,
tweet.
I looked at it the other day. I came across.
So it's like, hey, as I say, I'm coining the phrase hashtag draft God knows. Okay. And hey, shout out to Dr. Payton. Draft God forgives you. That's the insider. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny, man. Keys rattling. Keys are rattling.
Hey, did you ever think you would be this rich?
Hey, shout out to Doc, man.
Much love, Doc.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man.
But yeah, Doc, man. Shout out Doc, man. Hopefully we can have him on the next show with us. But hey man, it's been a good show, man, with you guys talking up these Texans, man. And hey, we in the thick of it, y'all. This is mid season. They living up to my guy Houston Stressing's name. They really living up to that name right now. They stressing the nigga out, man, when you watching these games. But right now
And
we all agree of what Davis Mills should go in there and do.
Mhm.
You know,
Run the
Patton
predictions.
pretty much Patton gave his prediction pretty much, and
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I'm gonna he's 50 points to, I'm pretty sure 50 points to whatever, long as it ain't 49. Um I think that the score will be, if I'm honestly saying what's in my head right now, and I don't know why this is, but it is. It's 23-11. Like, what kind of shit is that?
You
Mm.
smoking
I think
on
we're gonna give up a what's the name, bro? We're gonna give up a safety. Like something weird gonna happen. But yeah, it's gonna be 23-11, bro.
Yeah, that 11 comes from a 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
If
something
that
is
if
weird.
that
Yeah,
what you're
I
saying.
don't know what it is. It's something weird, but I'm just going with what I said. I tried to make that 11 different, but it was like that's what I saw. So I'm just telling y'all what I saw.
I'm going 41-13.
Woo!
I'm going 41-13.
Yeah. And hey Larry, I agree with you. He said, he disagreed on all the all pro and pro bowl rookies. He say none of our rookies. I agree with you because they were handcuffed. We already know those guys were handcuffed. Well, not Ursery, but the rookie wide receivers, Woody Marks. They not really just getting the leash taken off of them until like mid season. So we liable to see these guys turn up from this point on forward. But I
Right, I
think it's
agree.
the guys that's been putting it in
Yeah.
pause since what I'm saying, week one is who they try to get awards to. But I cannot wait, and I'm telling you this now. I can see it in the future right now. When this season over with, and it's like official, like that these guys are not rookie, even though thank God that D'Amico said what he said, and he's taking what I'm saying, the training wheels off of those guys. But for them mentally coming into next year, those guys are going to be even better players just because they not rookies anymore. They're going to come in like they're going to train in the offseason like real NFL players. I believe Noel Higgins, we going to see, like, we haven't seen how good those guys are going to be. So, but that's way in the future. Let's deal with where we are right now, mid-season. Texans versus Tennessee. We're going to go in and kick their ass. We're going to come back home and we'll be playing Buffalo on that Thursday. hopefully, you know, I don't know what uniforms we'll be in. I'm willing to bet that we'll be in the red, the candy paint joints with the candy paint helmet, and I think we'll be kicking some Buffalo ass, man. I just don't see those guys. They just don't have good luck against Houston like that.
Hmm.
They just don't. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But other than that, though, man, I want to let's give my quick shout outs right quick, and we can get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the bull ring, man. We appreciate y'all.
Man, that beat is so fire, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, man. You know, I be trying to miss. Okay, applause. Let's start off with T. Jones. T. Jones in the building. And we got that boy Brandon, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Brandon. Alan in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you being such a good friend to Patton, man. You know what I'm saying? You need a good friend every now and then.
My boy help me down, man.
Hey, for real, for real. Hey, Dorso 94. Appreciate you, man. That boy, Dr. Harry Larry Payton in the building. Appreciate that boy, man. Julius Harris, man. Appreciate you. And oh, okay. Look, we got some more stuff. T. Jones says 35-21.
35-21.
And Brandon said 40-10. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We will see, man. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all, everybody tuning in, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It is the Texans on 3. Y'all know how we do this, man. Every Tuesday and Thursday. If you don't see us Tuesday, look for us Friday. If you don't see us Friday, look for us Tuesday. That's just how the schedule is going on right now, man. It's a lot of moving parts to this thing, man. It's like Voltron, but when we get it together, we get it together. But hopefully it'll be a nice victory Tuesday, man. And I ain't got to hear me cussing and going off on the team. But other than that, though, man, I already know what time it is, man. It's the Texans on 3, and we up out of here, man. Texans on 3, 1, 2, 3.